So I'm originally from Lubbock, Texas, coming up playing punk rock music, then finally moved to Austin. And I was always trying to find bands to record and like recording in my house or my apartment at the time, or go to their place and like I would bring mics and stuff and like let's try and figure things out. But yeah, that's really where I met Mike, was in that whole thing. He was playing drums in bands and we just kind of clicked and knew each other for years. Eventually we kind of reconnected. I think you approached me and we're like, dude, what about a studio? And I was like, yeah, what about a studio?
I'm from New York originally. Started playing drums in like 3rd grade. But my drum teacher at the time was also a recording engineer, and he taught me stuff, and he set me up with a rig, and then I got to go record with my band, and then I recorded my band, which was a lot of fun. From there, my guidance counselor in high school told me about Berklee College of Music, and just fell in love with the school and started attending. And
that's a kind of cool thing about our relationship, is that I'm from West Texas and Mike's from fucking Long Island, New York, which is about as different as it gets. We just come from different worlds, but then we really come together and it all like kind of fuses here whenever we're working with an artist. They don't just get one guy, they get 2 guys, and from very different worlds. I don't know, it's a really cool relationship that kind of I didn't see coming, you know? We've been here about 2 years, coming up on our 3rd year. This is in South Austin. This is in a residential place, and the vibe is really great. That's what I want people to come here for. Like, you know, we have great gear. We have a vibe. It's a small space, but it feels comfortable immediately when you get in here.
Right.
And that's what we're told time and time again. People walk in and they're just like, oh, it feels like you're playing together. You're right next to each other. And when we're recording, we're right here. Oh, hey. And they're like, let me hear that playback. Cool, boom. And then I want to adjust a mic. I go over here so the session's fast. The product end result is just, it feels really good. The emotional feel of music feels really good here.
I think what our main focus became kind of on accident.
Yeah, it wasn't planned.
Because we kind of were just like, yeah, we're gonna make a recording studio. And then all of a sudden we became this place that we do artist development. We come up with the music and then we talk about, well, what's your artistic identity?
Or if there's stuff we want, we know all the musicians. We know, if you want a horn section, we know the best horn players. You want strings, we know the best strings. We want a guitar player. What kind of guitar player do you want? Let's go get him. And his name's Andy McIntyre. Or his, you know, it's like, and he lives down there. Or his name's Kevin Flatt, and he's like literally a block away, and he'll be over here in a minute. Immediately after we unpacked the S2Vs and turned them on, it was a fucking world of a difference. It was like, what? This is what we're missing? Like the imaging just alone, same situation, same spot as the other one, same pedestal. It's wider, deeper. Like I'm seeing the drums back there, and I'm seeing the whole like space that the drums are in, like the room. And you're like, I'm hearing things to the side that I didn't remember. You can pinpoint where things are in the mix, when especially soft panning. You know, it's the soft panning stuff that kind of gets lost sometimes, and it's just like, there it is, right? I see it right there.
My favorite part has been the low-end detail.
Yeah.
And being able to really work and manipulate your sounds the way you really want them to be down low with pinpoint accuracy.
I feel like I was constantly checking, like hitting headphones and going up to my car and being like, where's the low end sitting? Like, I want this fat low end and I don't know where it is. And now it's like, okay, there it is. There it is. Like I hear where it is in the kick, I hear where it is in the bass, and even hearing those sub 50 frequencies that are actually like smooth and like articulated. Right. You can actually hear
There's
them.
separation.
Yeah, it's not just like this like blob of low end, and that was a big thing. Our speakers are right next to the wall. Like, well, this is a multi-use room, and it's not ideal mixing room.
There's definitely a little buildup around here.
In this area.
Right, about 110 to 120. And with the DSP and being able to connect it to the computer and notch that out.
Yeah, it's not a problem anymore.
Right. Yeah, and the software is intuitive.
It is intuitive. And you can get the Q on it is really, you can really get down to one, or it can be broad, and it's 6 bands. There's 2 shelves.
6
and
bands
4
and 2
parametric.
shells, yeah.
Yeah, that's more than enough. And we're just hitting it a very small amount. We mess with our vocals a lot with the notches on them in the back. We would go and 2 dB down. Okay, that's better. I think it's such an upgrade. You don't even know.
We were here and now we're here.
Yeah. The other thing about the speakers is the SPL, and they were significantly louder without hitting the limiter than our other speakers were. And in this room, it's such a huge thing, because when we're all on headphones in here, we're all tracking in the same room. Take your headphones out, the drums are there. I'm going back to all right guys, let's check that, hear that take. And it needs to be loud. You need to feel it like it just felt, or else it's gonna feel weird to the musicians, because they have that kick right next to you.
Right.
That's everything we're doing. Mics don't matter if you don't get that performance, and being able to really feel it it's awesome.
But you crank them up, there's no distortion really at all.
Yeah.
The headroom is great.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's voodoo.
It is, yeah. Y'all do some voodoo magic or something,
Yeah.
but I like it. It's nice.
So don't